What's going on to all my sassy peeps, those female CEOs as well as consultants? Excited as always to have you join me here for this awesome way that is. Welcome to day 53, y'all, of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. Extremely excited as well. It's countdown time, y'all. As I said, it's day 53. And just uber excited to make sure that I give you all exactly what it is that I intend on giving you so that we can end 2023 in the most fabulous way. And of course, bring 2024 in with a bang. My name is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady, over at LetsTalkStrategies.com, where I work with the female CEOs. They're the six and seven figure consultants that are overwhelmed and they're looking for ways to leverage, get out of that space of overwhelm, and honestly, really looking for a way to operate the business. And I say they really need to put that business on what? Rinse and repeat. So I work with them to do just that. Again, it is 53. Always excited to continue to show up with you all. Today, we're going to go ahead and dive right into our topic of discussion as we wrap up this year. Traveling, yes, you all probably gonna see this for a couple days again. Get ready to head out and do spend some family time. But again, either I'll be showing up live if I can, or you will get the pre-recording as we wrap up and finish out to the end of this year. Actually, December 30th is going to be the 61st day. I'm gonna jump in 31st and come in and talk to y'all, of course, for the new year. But just just I'm just pleased with God that He's giving me tenacity to hang out and show up for 53 days. Got a little bit more time to go, but again, as always, excited to show up and to give you all what I think the good. So let's dive into our topic of discussion today. As you can see, if you're watching here on IG, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, X, aka Twitter, our topic is all about efficiency unleashed, transitioning from overwhelm to a rinse and repeat business model. And I want to dive right in to the heart of efficiency, right? I mean, I believe that being efficient truly helps us explore ways to transform our business from that space of overwhelmed into a more streamlined type of business, putting things what I call setting up that repeatable, so streamlined and repeatable, successful business, right? I believe that is the avenue that we all should take. I think I have like six, maybe five or six tips that I'm going to share with you all today. Mentioned we're going to dive right in. It's like, how many times I got to spend some time with my family in position. I want to make sure I give you all what you need so we can go ahead and move forward. If you're just now joining, my name is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady. And y'all know I hang out over at my favorite place, LetsTalkStrategies.com, and of course, digital CEO systems. But let's dive and jump right on into tip one as it pertains to our topic at hand, ways that we can, truly unleash our efficiency and we can transition our business from that space of overwhelm into more of a rinse and repeat business model. The first tip to doing that, y'all, and we've been kind of touching on it somewhat, but the first tip to doing that is you need to optimize your workflow. So, workflow optimization, I believe, is really truly going to be extremely important for you if you plan on really taking your business, and I always like to say your life and your business to the next level. Hey, free throw fixer, thanks so much for joining me. So, as we think about optimizing our workflow optimization, the way to do that is first you start by mapping out your current workflows. And that means you need to identify whatever bottlenecks that you're having in your business, bottlenecks where tasks tend to kind of get delayed, right? You need to look at those things. And then you want to streamline them by removing those unnecessary steps that don't need to be in your business. And this is going to help you create a more efficient process. So that's tip one for you. Definitely go ahead, look at optimizing your workflows. Again, when you do that, you start by mapping out the current workflow. You need to look at what's not working, what's working. What are those bottlenecks? Okay. Now, a way that you can streamline those things that you need to have streamlined and be able to catch the things that you need to remove is you can utilize some sort of project management tool. My favorite is Asana. Okay. Some people use Monday.com. This helps you be able to visualize and see the things that you need to be able to see so you can optimize things and you can be able to operate accordingly. So if you hadn't optimized your workflow, I'm recommending that you do it because that's the way that you're going to be able to move seamlessly through so that you can have the business growth that I know you truly inspire or desire to have. These are God-given dreams and goals that he give you, but you gotta, he did his part. He gave you that, right? Now it's time for you to show up, manifest it. You got to walk through it. There's work involved. The best step, the first tip I believe that's going to be extremely helpful for you to be more efficient in your business is to optimize your work. Now, tip number two is to delegate with precision. So what do I mean by that? Okay, I always talk about writing the vision and making it plain so them that see it can run with it. Yes, that's a biblical principle. It's who I am. Listen, if you don't want to hear it, then you're not part of my, I'm not your judge and you're not mine. But I'm always going to tell you to make sure you have clarity, write things out so that you can begin to delegate more and delegate more efficiently. You need to be able to see the things first because, for them that see it can run with it. They can't run with anything if you don't see it first, right? So we need you to get clarity in that thing. But when you delegate with precision, you need to understand that as you delegate things to your team members, your VAs, your virtual assistants, or whatever, you need to understand wholeheartedly your team's strengths and their weaknesses or strengths, depending on where you're from. Okay. What are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? When you delegate your task, you need to assign them based on your team members' expertise, not necessarily what you think they work good at. What is it? What is it that's their strong suit, right? You know what your strengths are. And oftentimes we working on our strengths is in our wheelhouse. So you may hear people say, work on your zone of genius or optimization and give it to somebody else. But as you delegate it out, you want to make sure that you're giving this to the person who really truly did it really truly fits. Sometimes we hire people on our team and we say, well, I think you can do this. And then we get frustrated. You want to write them up, you want to release them when really you were the problem from the very beginning. It wasn't in their wheelhouse. So make sure it is in their wheelhouse. It's something that they work best at. And even when you delegate with precision and you provide these tasks to your team members, you need to make sure that you have clear instructions and expectations. That's another thing as I work with consultants in different corporations, I find that they're not clear, so they're not delivering clear instructions, right? And they're not outlining their expectations. Yet they're blaming the other individuals when really you, the business owner, you're the issue, you're the bottleneck. So make sure you have clear instructions and expectations. Regularly check in with them as well. Okay. Make sure that you offer the support that they need. And of course, the guidance as needed because they need it. They're not you. We would wish that they could show up and do the things that how we do it. This is why oftentimes CEOs like to hold on to things themselves because nobody can do it just like they do it. But then your business is not it's not growing because you can't do it all, no matter how you try to feel like you can. So delegating is going to be extremely important, but I like for you to do it with precision, clear, clearly defined. Make sure you understand your team members' strengths and weaknesses so you can assign the task accordingly. And of course, regularly check in, make sure they have the tools that they need, the support that they need, and the guidance that they need, because this is going to ensure that the tasks align with the right team member's skills. And guess what else? Our topic title is Efficiency Unleashed. transitioning from overwhelm to a rinse and repeat business model is going to help promote efficiency in your business. Now, tip number three, y'all, if you're struggling with technology, it's time for you to get past it. In this world that we're dealing in right now, technology is a must. So I want you to embrace the opportunity of technology or embrace the thought process of the fact that you have to use technology and more or less you have to get comfortable with the integration part. Okay. Now, the best way to do that is to evaluate your business processes. And of course, identify that word is going to come up again the areas where technology can enhance your efficiency. You need to identify that. And as you identify it, then you can begin to implement certain things. So implement certain project management systems. I love Asana because for me, I can actually provide or schedule tasks out, get them to my team members. They're on the same page as I because we're seeing the same thing. I can see when they log in. I can see every touch point because it's timestamped. Of course, I love digital CEO systems. It's my SaaS software that's powered by Go High Level that I use for my agency, right? But these things allow me to be able to manage things clearly and to allow my team members, VAs, freelancers, whoever may be doing work for me to be able to see things clear and we're all on the same page. Now, there's also you have things like Trello, you have ClickUp. My favorite two, digital CEO systems, as well as Asana. It's my choice, but I'm giving you also other tools, your Trellos, your ClickUps. Those things are extremely helpful. They help you do what? Helps you automate repetitive tasks. Those things that you work on a consistent day-to-day basis. If you know these are things that you're working on daily, your team members are working on, you want to automate that. You want to take all that manual work and labor out of the equation. Automation is truly going to be key for you. Also, whatever technology that you decide to use, I encourage you to make sure that it has some sort of integrated CRM, okay, customer relationship, a place to manage your customers, plain and simple. There's things like, again, digital CPO systems. You got HubSpot, you got Zoho, you got all kind of different systems. Do your research, Google it out there. Pick the system that best suits you. I'd be honored to have you on digital CEO system. But if that's not your judge and it's something that you don't feel comfortable with, do some research, get the system that works best for you. Make sure you really, really do the legwork. You don't want to get things that are going to overwhelm you. I tend to enjoy systems that are all in one. That's just my preference because I've had them all. Kartra, ClickFunnels, I've been on all the different ones. Then Dubsado, all these different things, and I'm hopping all over the place. And then I'm hiring people to do work for me, and they're all over the place. So I like to have that centralized, that one-stop approach that works best for me. I encourage you to consider that, but if that's not you, I've provided you with some tools. Go out and do some more research on ones that may work best for you. Okay, because you want to leverage the automation so you can save the time that you need to save. And of course, by all means, when you leverage automation and save time, guess what else you're doing? You are reducing any possible errors that can occur. Things are going to pop up, but when you have them automated, you're taking a systematic approach, it makes it easier for you to spot broken things that are in the business if you can go in, reposition, and fix them. All right, reducing errors is a big one when it comes to that as well. Now, tip number 4, as it pertains to today's topic, efficiency unleashed, right? Transitioning from overwhelm to a rinse and repeat business model. That tip number 4 is making sure that you have a client onboarding experience together. We want to onboard our clients. We want client onboarding excellence, if I wanted to put a name. Okay. You need to make sure that you get that part in order. As your clients come on board with you as a business owner, if they sign up for a program, I know Free Throw Fixer, he does things with basketballs, with training people, right? When he gets his clients on, okay, when they sign up, immediately he needs to have a workflow, some type of automated welcome to, thanks for signing up. We received your payment. Welcome to whatever he wants to call this program, and then have a schedule, something else to go out after that to schedule an onboarding meeting to make sure You guys are on the same page, things are lined up the right way, and then you keep dripping things out to them to keep them abreast of what's going on. They need to stay in the know. They need to know that they're not just the number, right? That they matter, that they are that customer, that client that you really truly want to dig down deep and help them get from point A through Z in their life and in their business. So client onboarding excellence is going to be key. So what do I mean by client onboarding excellence? Listen, you need to design a client onboarding process that truly ensures a positive and consistent experience. You don't need to be dependent on, oh, I'm going to get you this in a couple days, manually giving them something. You're going to lose people that way. So it needs to be positive and consistent. Create a checklist, okay, that outlines each and every step of whatever it is you're doing and whatever it is you're delivering to the client, okay? From the initial contact to the project kickoff or the event kickoff. Utilizing those CRM tools that I talked about to store the client information and setting up automation welcome emails is going to be key. It's going to take the weight up off of you, especially if you're a solopreneur. Okay. This sets this sets the tone for a more smooth and professional onboarding journey. When we talk about onboarding journey, bring in the customer in now. They've signed, they've given you the email, they paid the money, and now they're in your system. They're ready to go to work with you. You're onboarding them. You're getting ready to start the work. Okay. You got to get them in some sort of system so they can be on the same page and everyone knows the expectations. Now, I believe we only got one more left, y'all. I'm doing good on time today. Tip number 5, batch processing for productivity. Oh, I've been going for 53 days. If I didn't have things in order, there's no way I can move forward and be as productive as I need to be. There's things that pop up, technology issues, all kind of things come up. Life is lifing, right? But I find that batch processing helps me literally be a lot more productive and it allows me to be efficient in everything that I put my hands to. So when we talk about batch processing, you're looking at whatever it is you're doing, your day-to-day tasks, right? So you batch similar tasks together so that you can minimize um, the back and forth switching, what we call in the consulting coaching world, context switching, hopping over here, back and forth, stop and starting. We want you to get more on that rinse and repeat mode, right? So here's an example. You can dedicate specific time blocks in your day for responding to emails. Okay. Responding to them at by 9 o'clock, right? I'm conducting client meetings or I'm working on creative tasks. I can batch those. How I want to do it, which ones I want to do. Generally speaking, when my emails come in, depending on the type of email, I may already have those categorized in certain folders. And then I have other emails that go different places that are not top of priority, so I don't touch those. But when I batch my similar task out, things I know I need to hit that I need to get done, and I need to get them done in a timely fashion, I will put my emails. I'll put, you know, things that I'm dealing with client meetings. I'm responding in emails, but also I got the strategy sessions that I'm going to have with people, right? These things can be grouped together, right? So that way you can flow well. And I believe it truly helps even in the creativity side of the things you do because they're batched together. You can handle things and you can move on to the next thing. I believe that this type of, for lack of better words, focused approach increases your it increases your productivity by truly allowing you to immerse yourself in one type of work at a time. Again, you're not being scattered. I am not the one that believes in multitasking. That's a big thing that has you scattered. And batch processing will help you hone in and stay focused. When you multitask, you have to start and stop and start and stop. So you're not doing it together, you're stopping and starting. So I don't even know why they came up with that thing called multitasking. I believe it causes so many issues for business owners and just us out there in the regular day-to-day workforce. They try to stuff so much in, and then this is where errors come in at. So when you batch process, again, it's going to allow you to truly immerse yourself in the topic at hand, that type of work, the same type of work, and you can flow better with it. And you're not confusing yourself, let alone confusing other people that you're working with. So I encourage you, if you're not batch processing, do it because it's going to help you be a lot more productive. Hey, I am Lauren Ballard. Thanks so much for joining me. You guys are joining me right as I wrap it up today. I provided 5 tips for you. And KK Erston, thanks so much, or Earston. Thanks so much for joining me as well. I provided you all with 5 tips that will help you with, unleash your efficiency and transition from that space of overwhelm to putting your business on more of the rinse and repeat business model. The first tip I gave you was workflow optimization. Tip number 2 was delegate with precision. Number 3 was technology integration. Number 4 was client onboarding with excellence because we got to do it. We have to. And then the fifth one was batch processing for productivity. I'm not going to go back through what I explained in there. I encourage you to listen to what I've shared here. I believe it's going to be extremely helpful for you as we go to the next step, of course. And y'all know I can't leave without providing you with some sort of call to action, as we call it in my world. I want you to take the step to move forward in your business and begin to implement. I'm all about helping you go from strategy to implementation. So it's homework assignment time. I want you to choose one tip that resonates with you and your business. Okay, one of those tips that I gave you, and begin implementing it this week. I know it's Friday, start tonight. Okay, weekend, you got Saturday and Sunday, get with it. Okay, because tomorrow I'm showing up with some more, right? The next day, showing up until what? The 30th. That'll be 61 days that I've been showing up consistently daily, providing you all with this information. But listen, if you're getting ideas from people, getting training from people, being mentored, being coached, being consulted, and someone gives you things that can help you take your life and business to the next level, and you don't implement, it's null and void. It means nothing. You can take the necessary action steps. So I'm encouraging you all again to listen to this recording, take out of the 5 tips that I gave you, choose one of them that resonate with you in your business and begin implementing this as soon as possible and share your experience with us. I enjoy you I appreciate it if you share it in the comment section. I'm going to be the one that's going to be responding to you, not my VA or my junior admin. It will be me. But if you're that female CEO who is in need of help or has questions or even want to share her insights, but don't necessarily want to share inside the comment section here on IG, Instagram, for those of you that are still LinkedIn, Facebook, X, aka Twitter, or YouTube, and you don't want to leave the comments there, come on over and join us over in the Get Your Sass On community. I'd be honored to have you there. You can become a member by going to GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. Again, that's GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. And as we get ready to wrap, I know that you can hear me talk about it these last couple of days because I'm extremely excited. I want to drop a little secret nugget in your ear if you haven't been paying attention. I'm excited about what's coming next. Y'all, I've got another 5-day challenge that's coming up soon. And I want you to keep your eyes and your ears open. The wait list is going to open up soon for you to sign up. Okay. But I want you to keep your eyes and ears open for this 5-day challenge that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to allow you to explore further strategies and personalized guidance in your business that you need. It's going to help you elevate your business to new heights. Now, this particular 5-day challenge is called the SAS Framework Challenge. So keep your eyes, your ears open, so that way you can jump on and get on in, and get involved and walk away with some things that you're gonna be able to put in your business and immediate, take action immediately so that you can be able to see things the way that you need to be able to see it and have the success that I know you desire to have. All right. Now, Here's a reminder, and this reminder is extremely important to me because I know as we have gone through these days, gone through being business owners, we're listening to everybody out in the social sphere, and they're telling us you need to do this, you need to do that. And sometimes we have that overwhelm. This is why I truly believe in you simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining your business, getting your SaaS on in your business. But I want you to remember that efficiency is the bridge from strategy to implementation. You gotta be efficient and consistent, of course. Your business is on the path of becoming a well-oiled machine, okay? When you do these, when you follow these steps, allow it to flow with ease and not be all over the place. Well, all right, y'all. Until next session, which is gonna be tomorrow, of course, day 54. I'm looking forward to you all joining me. I want you to stay focused, stay inspired, and let's make strides toward the business model or rinse and repeat success because that's what we need. Get out of that mode of stop flow in your This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at y'all know where to hang out at, my favorite place, letstalkstrategies.com. If you would like to talk more with me about the upcoming 5-day challenge and you want to know if this is for you and got some questions about it, feel free to go on over to letstalkstrategies.com and go ahead and schedule your 30-minute discovery session. It is 30 minutes. That's it. Okay. We can talk, do some discovery, talk about where you are, see what you may need to be doing, or see what you're not doing that's causing you not to go from strategy to implementing. Because we get all these ideas, sit up under people, and then we don't implement. Go ahead and schedule your 30-minute consultation with me. I'd love to talk with you about it. All right, y'all. Got to run. It's the holiday time. Looking forward to talking to you all on tomorrow for day 44. Thanks so much. 44. 54. Thanks so much for joining me here for day 53 as we spoke about efficiency, we transitioning from overwhelm to a rinse and repeat business model. Again, this is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady. Take care now.